Hi, Kelly. How would someone know when it's time for memory care?
That's a great question. I get asked that so often. I think there's a few things we need to think about. First is, when you hit a crisis moment, it's too late.
Yeah.
You should be looking at that ahead of time and paying close attention to a few things. What I do with families is I ask them a few questions. The first is, if there was a fire, would the person you're caring for know what to do? Would they be able to find a safe place and get help? The second is, if somebody's living at home and they were hungry, would they be able to find food on their own if their cupboard was empty? And what I mean by that is, could they find a way to get to the store? Could they navigate a grocery store? And would they be able to navigate payment for those groceries, get them back and put them in the cupboards? Those are two really basic questions that talk about safety and talk about nourishment. So we look at that hierarchy of needs where you have your dignity, safety, and then emotion. So if the answer to those questions is no, it's time to start thinking of a memory care neighborhood. The other aspect is for families, trust your gut. Your gut will tell you when it's becoming too much for you as a caregiver. Your gut will tell you when it's becoming too much for your parent or your brother or sister. That we have these intuitive natures within us, and we need to trust that a little bit more. So for instance, if somebody is not engaging in social interactions, if somebody is withdrawing, if somebody is becoming more of a recluse, that's a really good indication that a social environment would benefit them. If their house is in disarray, if they're starting to hoard things, that talks about the environment being too big. So I think you have to look at all of those things and come to a conclusion of what works best, not only for that person with dementia, but also the support system for them.